Another star from a bygone era has dimmed. Betsy Gay, the effervescent child actress best remembered for her role as Effie, the sweetheart of the iconic Alfalfa in the legendary Our Gang comedy series, has passed away at the age of 96. Gay died peacefully in Bakersfield, California on Friday, June 13, as confirmed by her longtime friend Robert Satterfield in an emotional Facebook post that has since rippled across the entertainment world. The heartfelt announcement was picked up by Variety and echoed by fans who grew up watching the heartwarming chaos of The Little Rascals. "She will be deeply missed," Satterfield wrote, paying tribute to the actress whose charisma lit up the black and white screens of the 1930s. Though many may not immediately recognize the name Betsy Gay, her legacy lives on in one of the most enduring and beloved franchises of early Hollywood. Born during the height of the golden age of cinema, Betsy became part of Our Gang, the unforgettable ragtag group of kids whose innocent mischief and timeless humor transcended generations. Later retitled The Little Rascals, the series became a cultural touchstone, and Betsy's character, Effie, stood out as the charming girl who captured Alfalfa's heart. She wasn't just another face in the crowd. Betsy Gay was the embodiment of youthful spirit and joy, and she entered the world of film during a time when child actors were not just background players, but full-on stars. A childhood bathed in spotlight. Born into an era when Hollywood studios were scouting fresh faces daily, Betsy's journey into stardom was almost serendipitous. In a 2011 interview with Darwin Lee Hill, later archived by the Southern Music Research Center, Gay recalled the moment her path changed forever. "Those days there were a lot of kids working in movies," she said. "One mother told my mother, 'You ought to take Betsy to the studio. They come there all the time looking for kids to be in Our Gang comedies.' So she took me over there, and sure enough, a month later, a man came over. He took us in, and we were in Our Gang movies." That simple suggestion turned Betsy into a fixture of one of the most iconic comedy groups in Hollywood history. She made a number of appearances throughout the mid to late 1930s, most notably in Our Gang Follies of 1938 and Came the Brawn. Her performances were joyful, natural, and genuine, just what audiences craved during the Great Depression. Betsy remained in the series until 1938, shortly before she turned 13. By that time, she had already racked up over 40 film credits, a staggering feat for someone who hadn't yet reached her teenage years. Her name might not have been above the marquee, but to fans of classic cinema, Betsy Gay was a shining star, effortlessly stealing scenes and hearts alike. Beyond the gang, in 1941, an unexpected opportunity opened a new chapter in her artistic life. A role in a Columbia Pictures Andy Clyde comedy required her to learn how to yodel. Yes, yodel. And it wasn't just a one-off gimmick. Betsy took to it with astonishing skill, soon transforming herself from child actress to bona fide Western music artist. Over the next decade, Gay emerged as a notable figure in the Western music scene. She performed alongside the legendary Stuart Hamblin and his band, the Lucky Stars, in the 1940s. Her voice echoed on the radio, and her music was recorded under two powerhouse labels, Capitol Records and Decca Records. With Decca, she even collaborated with Russ Morgan's orchestra, further cementing her versatility. In a time when crossing genres was rare, especially for women, Betsy carved her own unique lane. She wasn't just a Hollywood darling, she was a music trailblazer. She also earned accolades for her talent. Betsy Gay was crowned the California State Yodeling Champion not once, but twice, in 1945 and 1946, a quirky but deeply respected title in Western performance circles. And her star power wasn't limited to film reels and radio waves. From 1957 to 1959, she was a recurring cast member on Country America, a beloved variety show on KABC-TV that featured legendary names like Johnny Cash, the Everly Brothers, and Farron Young. Sharing the stage with these musical titans further solidified her place in entertainment history, not just as a former child star, but as a multifaceted artist in her own right. Even as she stepped away from the public spotlight, her legacy remained very much alive. In 2014, decades after her final screen appearance, Betsy attended what would become the final Little Rascals reunion. Surrounded by fellow cast members, fans, and industry veterans, she took a bow one last time, a living relic from one of the most beloved chapters in American entertainment, a legend remembered. With her passing at age 96, Betsy Gay closes the curtain on a chapter of Hollywood that now exists mostly in grainy footage and the memories of nostalgic fans. She wasn't just Alfalfa's girlfriend or a background player in a long-gone comedy short. She was a witness to and a participant in Hollywood's golden age, a symbol of the transition from silent films to sound, from vaudeville to television, from childhood dreams to adult triumphs. Her performances, preserved forever on celluloid and vinyl, continue to inspire those who dream of making it in show business. Robert Satterfield's tribute speaks for millions who knew her from the screen or the stage. She will be deeply missed, he wrote. And indeed, she will. In an age dominated by franchises and CGI blockbusters, Betsy Gay serves as a poignant reminder of a simpler time in entertainment, when a smile, a yodel, or a mischievous wink could light up a room, a radio, or a nation. Rest in peace, Betsy. Thanks for the laughs, the music, and the memories.